Okay, let me get this straight. Because this time, our reaction is not going to be an episode. It's going to be ratings. Such as the first one. Can brony signify only a casual level of fandom? 7 out of 10 for this, by the way. I wonder what happened. So they've been watching since 2015, but they've started writing this in December of 2020. Sienna suggested a 7-star rating, but that did not reflect the era of its greatest draw for her, apparently. But they were worried if they were uncertain. When it was uncertain if Netflix would renew the series, along with Sophia, as this was the first show that they've enjoyed watching together. It's just a bunch of, like, I didn't find anything helpful. But number 2 might have been different. There is this one is unrated, but it says the phenomenal cult show that literally anyone can enjoy. I think this is a positive comment. Oh, he's supposed to be a show for little girls. Well, why has Aspro tapped into the boys then? This is what actually the fans of the show say, who find themselves enraptured with whatever episode they decide to make their first. Just pick the first episode, go along with the plot. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is aimed for a target demographic of young girls aged 5 to 10, yet an older male demographic who call themselves bronies. I am a brony. I am 14. I mean, just look at that. I can't even show you the My Little Pony stickers that I've made because my room is a fucking mess, but these are the My Little Pony stickers that I made using paper and whatnot. They're crazy. Yeah. F in the chat for me. When I say people who say bronies are a little weird, well, this is what they mean. By this 5 out of 10 rating, good for children. If this show aired when I was 6 to 8 years old, they would have loved it, apparently. And they don't see how grown adults can be attracted to it. And it's really unpopular. 19 to 13 compared to 75 to 34 from the previous one? Dude, that's a controversial take. We seem to have a paragraph, an essay actually, and our first 1 out of 10, blown out of proportion. Now, this is written from an adult's perspective. As a kid's show, My Little Pony is good, but this is targeted towards the adults. The life lessons adult fans claim that this show contains are kind most people learn as early as fucking kindergarten, which you prove quite a valid point. Like, why are you just learning this? The animation isn't 1/10 as amazing as people claim it is. Okay, maybe that's a you issue. The storyline itself is what you'd expect from any little kid show, because it was made for little kids. Sometimes show writers do make mistakes. There are holes in the plot, and You got to be sure not every show is perfect on facts. And they don't want to be boring. But my problem with My Little Pony is, you see why I would rate it 9? It's because 9 or 8, because it's the fact that violence is half condoned in this show. I mean, I've seen it multiple times. You've probably got a glimpse of it in one of my episode reactions. The humor, if any such exists, is sick and dreary and just sad. I don't really think so. It's a very unpopular opinion with 67 dislikes and 40 likes. They called this review unhelpful. And he responded with, "That's what brony love and tolerance gets you, I suppose." Balancing that out with the 10 out of 10 rating, I really think I should make my own rating on IMDb. Should I do that? While it's very cheesy, it's also very charming for a 7 out of 10. People can't stress this enough that the show is for kids, but adults will enjoy it and enjoy it. To its fun, it's very colorful, and it gives the characters personalities that bounce right off of each other like a piece of a puzzle. It has like a setting and a world, a complete world that sticks, and 6 talking fictional horses. Don't we just love talking animals? For 22 minutes straight, we've got beautiful art, beautiful story, and beautiful people. They sing and they teach morals. This cartoon has the ability to stop world peace. Whoa. This cartoon has the ability to achieve world peace. This stinks beyond description. 1 star. Okay, I think I'm just reading pure hate, but My Little Pony was never... But this is ridiculous. All the characters are blatant Mary Sues and boring enough to cure the worst case of insomnia. If they wanted the characters to be annoying, then they surely achieved that goal. But apparently they think if you put big creepy eyes on the ponies, then they're suddenly cute and enjoyable to watch, but that is not the case. Unless you're one of those basement dwellers that watch this show, bronies, or also cloppers, which is a far more accurate term. Oh, you don't know what it is? Well, let's just say if you have a daughter who watches this show, don't let her search for her favorite character on Google, unless you want her to... Okay. No. We gotta fucking talk about this. That's just the enforcement of stereotypes. Probably why 57 of you guys dislike it. Because it is complete hate. You see, the bronies, they are a mixed bag, but most of them, I know, are really awesome. They're really talented, and they genuinely care about the show. They are not going to let anyone be like... They are not going to just let all the random evil shit pass by. Now, this one is a 4 out of 10 rating. Exactly what you'd expect, but not. This show is obviously okay. We've already restated and answered this question. And not for a 17-year-old male teenager. I'm 14. To watch this with his girlfriend after a long day. Okay. What's wrong? And I do keep in mind when I give my rating, but nevertheless, I think my rating is fair. To start, the characters are unique, and that they don't fit their presumed archetypes, which, well, is difficult to deduce whether intentional or not given the writer's style. Apparently, he lists all the bad things. We talk about slave labor. Slavery was briefly part of My Little Pony. Slavery. Isn't that illegal? What's also illegal, or really should be illegal, is the amount of racism that happens here. And that just about covers it for the IMDb ratings.